So guys, I hope you are having a good day. Today I'll be talking with you about the residency and nationality. I hope it will be a good class online. I have did it only for the Arabic speaking group, and now I'm doing it for the English speaking group. If we are talking about residency and nationality, first I would prefer to list to you the topics that we are going to cover today, which are actually 5 topics. They will be splitted on different videos to make sure that they are accurate. Anyway, first and most important topic is migration to Belgium. But I would like just to tell you that I'm using with this presentation the presentation Netherlands in Dutch, only because it's one of the official resources, and it is well organized, and in one way or another you have to learn Dutch and you have to know the official words. So migration to Belgium is one of the topics, the subtopics. Then the grounds of residency in Belgium, why we are in Belgium, then the residency document, and then traveling and coming back to Belgium, and the fifth one is actually to be Belgian to get the nationality or the citizenship. First thing first, migration to Belgium. What does it mean if we are talking about migration to Belgium? Actually, if we want to discuss migration in general as a general phenomena, we will realize that it is not related to one time. It is actually for all over the history of a human being, and it is not related to a specific community, a specific people, a specific group of people here or there. It is everywhere and for every nation. And then it's also important that we realize that there is no one reason for migration. It could be for economic, for study, for health, for security, for whatever you think. Maybe searching for food, searching for sun. Everybody has his own reason. In Belgium, if we go back in history, and if you remember the class about history, we mentioned that after the Second World War, Belgium was in need to workers. So they started to recruit workers from inside Europe, and they started actually from Italy. So the first wave, let's say the first wave of immigrants who came to Belgium, they were economic migrants who came to work in Belgium after the Second World War. After this, if you remember the golden 60s, the best, let's say the best era in the modern human history of a human being for economic, they need actually extra workers. So they started to bring workers from other countries, not only Italy. Now they actually moved to another countries, Greekland, and then Spain, and then Morocco, Turkey, as well as Tunisia. If you look at those countries, you will realize that here started the diversity. If we were talking previously about Italians who are coming to Belgium, for sure different language, but in one way or another the same religion. They have a wide shared traditions. But we started now to talk about Greekland, Greece, we're talking about Spain, and then we moved to Morocco, another religion, another methodology, 2 different languages, Turkey, additional other language. So migration now started to have its influence on the community in Belgium. The 70s, we mentioned also in the class history about the oil crisis, where Saudi Arabia stopped exporting oil to the world, and that period actually in Belgium, the year 70s, they stopped accepting workers as migrants who are coming to. They were in need, not in need to for extra workers. So actually they stopped that at the year 70s. But if we go back, workers who came to Belgium, they need their family. So a new form or new wave of migration to Belgium is the gezinshereniging, which means in English family reunion or family reunification. That was the third wave of migrants who came to Belgium. In the 80s, until that year, there was actually no general law for foreigners. So 15 September 1980, the first law for foreigners was applied in Belgium. After that, the second wave of migration to Belgium was actually the asylum seekers who came in one way or another from the war zones. After that, in that period, people who came to Belgium as migrants, they either were accepted as refugees or not accepted as refugee. So a third sort or a fourth sort of migrants to Belgium, they're people without official document, without residency permit, who are living in Belgium, and then that's why they started a new sort of regularization for the situation of those people who are in Belgium without documents. Now let's talk about the different grounds of residency in Belgium. If you want to talk about it, actually there are several sorts of having residency or coming to Belgium. Maybe you came to Belgium, for example, within the family reunification, family reunion, or maybe you are a citizen from another European country within the European Union, or maybe you came to Belgium, for example, to for medical reasons. Maybe you came to Belgium to work as a worker. Maybe you came to Belgium to study as a student, or maybe you came to Belgium like a child without a family, or maybe you are victim of mensen trafficking. There are several actually grounds. But in general, in Belgium, if we want to talk about the grounds of residency in Belgium, we have 3 categories, and within those 3 categories, we have actually 13 sorts of residency in Belgium. 13 grounds of residency in Belgium. First, the classical migration. Then the protection. Let's just use here klassieke migratie is the classical migration. And then we have the bescherming, it's the protection. And then we have the third one, uitzonderlijk, is the exceptional cases. So, if we talk about classical one, we have the kort verblijf, which is the short stay. And a short stay is no more than 90 days. No more than 90 days. That was the first one. Second one is also important to talk about it, which is the burger van de Unie. A burger is a citizen from the European, from a country of, that is within the European Union. And then the third one, the arbeidsderdelander. Arbeidsmigratiederdelander, which means that a worker from a third country. And a third country means actually is not a country, it's not Belgium for sure, and not a country within the European Union. So it is a third country. And then after a third country, we have also student from a third country. And then we have what they call it langdurig ingezet in derde landen met tweede verblijf in Belgium, which means is somebody has a long stay situation in another European country and he wants to stay in Belgium for the second time. So his first residency was in another country, another European country, and his second residency will be in Belgium. Now, the sixth case is the family reunion with a member, with a person from a third country. And then we have the seventh case under the classical immigration is the family reunion with Belgian or with a person from a European country. Under the bescherming, the protection, we have four cases. Asile, which is asylum, international protection aanvraag. And then we have the slachtover of mensenhandel, is the victims of mensen trafficking. And then the niet begeleidende minderjarig, which is the